Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So last in the previous video we had seen a question that was regarding the comparing of the two independent population means with the known population standard deviation rate. Yes, so this was a particular question that we had seen in the previous video that how we will be solving this out. So in today's video we are going to discuss about the comparing two independent population proportions. This is one of the topics that we have already covered into the one of the previous videos, but yeah, some formulas were left into that particular case, and after that we'll be solving out the question as well for this particular topic, right? So this is the whole idea regarding today's video, so let's get started. Okay, what I would just do is that right here I'll be giving you a quick revision what we had discussed in the previous video, right, regarding this particular topic. So the two independent samples are simple random samples that are independent. The number of successes is at least 5 and the number of failures is as well at least 5 for each of the sample, right? This was a thing which we had discussed out. Other than that, comparing two proportions, like comparing two means, is common. Okay, whenever you're just comparing out the two proportions, so it's basically like comparing two means. That is absolutely common. Okay. And the hypothesis test that can help us to determine if a difference in the estimated proportions PA minus PB reflects a difference in the population. Right, so H naught is PA is equal to PB, and we had even seen that PC. Now this PC was basically the pooled proportion, right? Let me write it here as the same thing, which is pooled proportion. Right, this was the pooled proportion, that was PC, which we had discussed out. So today we'll be seeing out some formulas, and after that we'll be proceeding on to the question. Right, so here I would just take out a color so that we can just proceed on with the writing of the things right here. So first I'm going to see out the formula for the pooled proportion, the pooled proportion. Okay, so basically how is the pooled proportion actually calculated? So in that case the pooled proportion is actually calculated. Here goes this PC is equal to, we have XA plus XB. Okay, we have this XA plus XB upon, then we have NA plus NB. Fine, so this is the formula that how the pooled proportion is actually calculated. Okay, this is the particular formula for that. After seeing out the pooled proportion, we have basically the second topic, that is the distribution. So basically that is the distribution for the difference, for the difference, right? Distribution for the difference. So let me just come down at this particular place and let's put on the formula for this distribution for the difference. So that would be P dash A. Okay, that would be P dash A minus P dash B, which is approximately equal to capital N into the bracket. First of all, we have 0 comma. Then we basically put on the under root. Inside this under root, we have first of all PC, that is my pooled proportion, multiplied by 1 minus PC, that PC is again my pooled proportion, multiplied by 1 upon NA plus 1 upon NB. Fine, so this is the whole formula which we have for the distribution for the difference, right? This is the formula which actually continues and goes on for this particular topic, right? Now, after this, basically what do I am having here? So let me just come down to a new place right here. Now we have the test statistics at the Z score. Okay, the test statistic, and into the bracket it comes about the Z score. Okay, now just let me put out the, okay, here comes the colon. Okay, let me just remove out this dot from here, by mistaken it has been put out. Oh, okay, now let's take out the same color and put my bracket like this. Okay, now let's come down and put out the formula for the test statistic, that is the Z score. So formula for that is Z is equal to, above I have P dash A minus P dash B minus, then we have PA minus PB whole divided upon, and then we have whole under root PC, my pooled proportion, multiplied by 1 minus Pc multiplied by 1 upon Na plus 1 upon Nb. Fine. So this is basically the formula for the test statistics. That is basically the z-score. Right. So I hope you first of all understood regarding the formulas, that what are the formulas which we have for these three things. First one was the pole proportion. Second one was basically the distribution for the difference, and third one was the test statistic, that is basically the z-score. Right. Now what we'll be doing is that we will be solving out a question regarding this particular topic only. So here is my question that we'll be dealing with today. So let me take out a highlighter once here for highlighting out the things. Right. So my question says two types of medication for hives are being tested to determine if there is a difference in the proportions of adult patient reactions. 20 out of a random sample of 200 adults given medication still had hives 30 minutes after taking the medication. 12 out of another random sample of 200 adults given medication B still had hives 30 minutes after taking the medication. Test at a 1% level of significance. So basically here we want to we have to test at a 1% level of significance, right? Okay. Now, even it was written that this is a test of two population proportions. So my question was that how I would figure out that this is a test of two population proportions. Okay, so let's take out a color here and let's proceed on with the writing of the solution. Okay, now what I would just do, I would just write let A and B be the subscripts for medication, okay, for medication A and for medication A and medication B. Right, let A and B be the subscript for the medication A and medication B. Then what are the PA and PB? So then PA, this PA, one second, yes, then PA and PB are then PA and PB are the desired population proportions, desired population proportions. Okay, so let A and B be the subscript for the medication A and medication B, then PA and PB are the desired population proportions, right? Now, right here, after that I could just write out some things for the let's take out a random variable here. So that random variable would be P dash A minus P dash B. Okay, that is basically the difference in the proportion of adult patients who did not react after 30 minutes to the medication A and the medication B. Okay, just again listen to me because I'm just not going to write this out. That P dash A minus P dash B is basically equal to the difference in the proportion of adult patients who did not react after 30 minutes to medication A and medication B, right? So I'll be putting out the conditions here for the null hypothesis and for the alternate hypothesis. So for the null hypothesis, that is H0, we have PA is equal to PB, and in that case PA minus PB is equal to 0, right? And if I go for the alternate hypothesis, so in that case basically we have PA not equal to PB. So in that case as well, PA minus PB not equal to 0. Right, these are the things which I have here. Now basically the word basically is a difference that tells you that the test is a two-tailed test, that we had as well seen in the previous video about this thing in a detail, right? Okay. After that basically now what is the distribution for the test that we would be making out here? Okay. So the distribution will be that this is a two binomial population proportion test. So the distribution will be normal only. These are the things which we had already discussed in detail. That basically if a test is a two binomial population proportion, so in that case the distribution would be normal, right? So that same is actually written out here. After that, what I would be calculating out the pooled proportion, that is PC, which is equal to, that was XA plus XB upon NA plus NB, right? This was the formula which we had right now, or like actually seen out. So in that case it was 20 plus 12 divided by 200 plus 200. Now how did I got this XA, XB and all the things? So just straight out, if you have read out the question, you must have got this thing. That basically it was saying that for the patient proportion, let's see, 20 out of this 20 is basically my XA, okay? 20 out of random samples of 200 adults were given medication, and 12 out of other random samples. So from here this 20 and this 12, okay? And what was my sample for the 20 out of random? That was actually 200 only, and for the 12 out of another random sample, my again sample was 200. So with this way, I just got the values for XA, XB, NA plus NB, right? So when you're just gonna calculate this out, you'll be getting 0.08 as the answer, okay? And when we just calculate 1 minus PC, so 1 minus PC basically that is 0.92, right? Okay, so when you're just gonna calculate, okay, let me write it in another way. So let me write it 0.08. I'll be writing 1 minus PC is equal to 0.08. So PC is equal to 0.9, 0.92, right? This is the correct way which we can just go ahead with, right? Now in that case, if I had just found out this thing, so I would just write here. Therefore, what about the P dash A minus P dash B? Okay, not from here. Let me just, therefore, let me write it from here. So P dash A minus P dash B. What was the formula which we had right now as we've seen? So bracket 0, comma. Then we were having the under root, right? We were having basically first of all the pooled proportion, that is PC, the real one. So that was coming as 0.08, right? And that was multiplied by 1 minus PC. So 1 minus PC we are getting 0.92. So these both are actually multiplied first of all with each other. After that we were having 1 upon NA plus 1 upon NB, right? So in that case 1 upon 200 here plus 1 upon 200, right? Because NA and NB are having the same values in this particular case, right? So after solving this out, so P dash A minus P dash B. So basically you could just say that it follows, it basically follows the, follows an approximate, follows an approximate normal distribution, follows an approximate normal distribution. Okay, this basically follows out an approximate normal distribution. Right, now how to calculate out the p-value, that you actually know. I'm just not going to repeat that out again here because we have already done many of the questions regarding that particular thing. So p-value you are going to get out from using this normal distribution, that is 0.1404. okay, just match it from your whatever the answers you are actually getting out. Fine. Okay, now here after this basically now basically we are left with the finding out the proportions and the graphs, right? So that will be not doing right here. I would be okay now finding out the estimated proportions, finding out the graph, and giving out a conclusion. That is one of the things which we have already discussed one time, as we have done out the similar question to this, right? So what I would just do here is that I would give you time to solve out this onto your own. Okay, just I would be pausing up here. You solve out this particular question, rest of the things onto your own, and come back in the next video and I'll be displaying you the further answer for this particular question. Right, so hope you just got that and solve this thing on your own and just verify it from my next video that whether whatever you had just gone ahead and solved that out, is that absolutely right or not. You could just take the help from the previous video in which we had solved out the question, one similar question like this, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.